In problem 4.6 homework, you're given that there are 12 red, 16 blue, 4 green, 28 yellow, 8 pink, and 12 purple marbles in a jar. What is the probability as a percent that if a marble is chosen randomly, it will be purple? So we want to know what the probability of purple is. So we need to know how many possible outcomes can we have? How many different marbles could we possibly pull out of the jar? So we're gonna add all of the different colors. So we have 12 red, 16 blue, 4 green, 28 yellow, 8 pink, and 12 purple. So we add all of those and we will get 80. So that means that the probability of drawing a purple marble equals, now we have to look at how many purple marbles are in the jar altogether. There's 12. So the probability of drawing a purple is 12 out of 80. Now we want to reduce that, so I'm going to look for what's the largest number I can divide into both 12 and 80. And I'm going to divide this by a giant 1 in the form of 4 over 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 80 divided by 4 is 20. So the probability of pulling purple marble out of the jar is 3 out of 20. Now they want this as a percent. So there's a lot of ways we could go about turning 3/20ths into a percent. The way that you're shown on the homework sheet is to set up a proportion, part over whole. And we always make our first ratio a percent. So I know I'm gonna put 100 down here, and this is gonna be 3 out of 20. So this is our x. This is the number we're looking for, the part of the percent. So I'm gonna solve by cross multiplying. I get 20x equals 300. I'm gonna divide by 20. And x equals 15. 300 divided by 20 is 15. So that means that the probability of pulling a purple marble out of the jar is 15%. Now I could have also found the percent if I had 3/20ths. I could have thought, well, what if I want that to become a percent, that means that I need 100 to be at the bottom. And I would ask myself, is there something I can do to 20 to get 100? And I know I can multiply it by 5. So 20 times 5 is 100, and 3 times 5 is 15. So that's another quick way. And then finally, I could have done this either with 12 over 80 or 3 of 20 and divided the numerator by the denominator. So I could have divided 3 by 20. Well, 20 doesn't go into 3, so I would add a decimal and a 0. 20 goes into 30 one time. 1 times 20 is 20. When I subtract, I get 10. 20 does not go into 10, so I would add a 0. 20 goes into 105 times, so I get 0.15. And I know that 0.15 is equal to 15 hundredths, which is equal to 15%. So you could turn this 12/80ths or 3/20ths into a decimal in whatever way works best for you. Okay, this is problem number 2. We're looking for the probability of green. So we have the same number of marbles in the jar, but now we want to know what's the probability of pulling green out. So the probability of green equals, well, there's 80 marbles in the jar, so there's 80 possible outcomes, and four of the favorable outcomes would be green. So now I want to reduce that. So I'm going to divide it by a giant 1, and the largest number that I can divide evenly into 4 and 80 is 4. So I'm going to divide this by 4 over 4, and that will equal 4 divided by 4 is 1, 80 divided by 4 is 20. So 1/20th is the probability of pulling green out. Now I need to get a percent for that. So I'll solve it the way that they're showing us in the homework by setting up a proportion. So part over whole. 100% is the whole amount of percent. 20 is the part, or excuse me, the whole amount, and 1 is the part, and x is what we're looking for. So I cross multiply. 20x equals 100. I divide both sides by 20, and I get x equals 100 divided by 20 is 5. So the probability of pulling a green is 5%. If you wanted to solve to get 1/20th as a percent, you could have multiplied 1/20th, times a giant 1 of 5 over 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 20 times 5 is 100. And I know that 5 over 100 would be equal to 5%. And then also you could have divided 4 by 80 or 1 by 20. In problem number 3, we are asked to find the probability of yellow. So the probability of yellow is 28. There's 28 yellow marbles out of 80. And so I need to turn this into a percent. So I'll set up a proportion to find the percent. Part over whole. I put 100 on the bottom. I don't know what the percent is, but I know that the total amount of marbles is 80 and the part of the amount of marbles is 28. So I'll cross multiply. And I get 100 times 28 is 2800 equals 80x. I divide both sides by 80. X equals 35. 2800 divided by 80 is 35. So 35% of the marbles, the probability of getting a yellow marble is 35%. Okay, in problem number 4, we want to find the probability of blue. So the probability of blue is equal to, there's 16 blue marbles out of 80. So now I need to find the proportion. I'm going to set up a proportion to solve that. In the last one, I didn't reduce my fraction, and you don't have to, but sometimes it's easier when you're working with smaller numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce this. I'm going to divide by a giant 1, and I'm going to look for the largest number I can divide into 16 and 80, and that would be 4. 16 divided by 4 equals 4, and 80 divided by 4 equals 20. Oh, look, 4 was not the largest one because I can still reduce. 4 goes into 4. Well, let me write out what I'm doing here. I'm going to divide this again by a giant 1 in the form of 4 over 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. So I'm going to look for 1/5 as a percent. So I'm going to set up my proportion, part over whole. I'm looking for a part of a percent that is equal to 1 out of 5. I'm going to cross multiply. So I get 100 equals 5x, and I'm going to divide both sides by 5. X equals 20. So the probability of a blue marble is equal to 20%. Now if I didn't reduce at any point, I could have set a proportion up like this with 16 over 80 here, or I could have done it with 4 over 20 here. It really doesn't matter. I still would have gotten the same answer. I still would have gotten 20 as my answer. Now we're asked to find the probability of a pink marble. So probability of pink equals 8 out of 80. And if I reduce that, I can divide it by 8 over 8, and I would get 1/10. And then I can see without doing any work that 1/10 is equal to 10%, right? If I go 1/10 times, I want the bottom, I want my denominator to be 100, and then I know what a percent is, right? Because percent means per 100. So if I multiply this by 10 over 10, I get 10 over 100, which equals 10%. So I'm just going to leave it at that instead of setting up a proportion. So the probability of pulling a pink marble is 10%. In problem number 6, we're asked to find the probability of a red marble. So probability of red equals, there's 12 red marbles out of 80. So the probability of red is 12 out of 80. If I reduce that, I can divide it, let me do it down here, 12 out of 80. If I divide that by a giant 1 in the form of 4 over 4, 12 divided by 4 is 3, 80 divided by 4 is 20, so the probability is 3/20, and they're asking for that as a percent. So if you look back, the first problem we did, excuse me, we already found that there were 12 purple marbles in the bag. That was our first question, and there were 12 purple marbles in the bag, and that was equal to 3/20. And we did the work, and we found that 3/20 was equal to 15%. So you kind of you don't have to do that work again. Okay, for the last part of the problem, they want us to use all of those percents to make up a spinner. So I'm going to write down all of the percents for all of, or the probabilities for all of the colors. Okay, so I have to draw a spinner that shows all of these percents. And it can be kind of challenging because you've got all these different proportions to figure out. So what I like to do is take 2 of them and see if I can divide my spinner in half so that I know this is 50%. And that makes it so then if I look at purple and yellow equal 50%. These two, 15 and 35, that's 50% of my spinner. So I can figure out pretty much about halfway would be 25%, but I need 35% and 15%,